Hey guys, this is Sniper Panda coming at you with another awesome theory video about One Piece. Yeah, and I'm going to talk about Nami. Nami Swan.
Nami Chan.
Me and my friend are going to delve into a few possibilities for the near future.
Okay, so at the beginning of the New World arc saga type deal, we have seen a lot of character development between all the Straw Hats except for this one in particular, Nami Chuan. You haven't seen her do too much. She had her training on the Sky Island for the 2-year separation, and she learned more about the weather. So she's a little bit more in tune with the weather and everything. Me myself personally, I think a possible new ability that she'll be able to use with the weather rod would possibly be to create a giant ass hurricane, maybe like Nami and the crews being hunted down by a whole bunch of fleets of Marines and everything, especially since they're more wanted now because the whole declaration on the admirals and everything, the Yonko, so
and it's lobby and so on.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I find interesting that over the time skip, Nami had worked with a scientist in weather, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think there's like a theme going on here with Nami that possibly she may become like a weather witch kind of thing. And I believe she was called a witch before, and she joked about saying, "Oh, it's all science." You know, it's interesting though. I do feel like by the time we get to the Big Mom arc, which is, if you guys don't know, it's kind of obvious that she probably is a witch or some sort of like spellcaster type of devil user, which I believe will fall probably under a Paramecia type. But I do feel like that she'll become more in tune with weather and be able to cast up storms, you know, hurricanes, tsunamis, and so on possibly. And people view her as a weather witch, especially with that rod that she has. You know, in a way, it kind of looks like a wand, and essentially moves around, casts spells, and so on.
Harry Potter type deal.
Harry Potter type deal, yeah. I do think Nami will gain more abilities in the future, and another one that I would talk to you guys about is rare form of hockey. Maybe there's like higher levels of hockey, observation hockey in this case. So yeah.
Yeah, there's been several cases in the New World, especially in Dressrosa, with a lot of different people with new powers that obviously they don't have a devil fruit power, but like the King Punch and that man's throw, that supernatural strength, they just threw him through Zoro. Yeah, that guy. They threw Zoro, and Zoro just sliced Pika in half and everything. But I mean, Straw Hats, let's just see. Zoro has observational hockey, right? And he also has ornament hockey. And Luffy, obviously Luffy has all three. Sanji has observational. Usopp, my boy Usopp used observational hockey for the first time during the Dressrosa arc. And we have Nami, who hasn't awakened any hockey yet. She doesn't have a devil fruit power, and obviously she needs some sort of power. She only using that weather rod. So I was thinking maybe a new variation on observational hockey, where instead of using the hockey to sense presences of people, maybe she can use it to observe islands, rare islands that can't be found using the maps. An example would be Rafdale, since Rafdale is an island not only hasn't been found by any pirates other than Goldie Roger, or any of the Marine admirals, or anyone in the Marines. So this sounds like it may play out. We only get to see what Oda wants to do with this. I mean, Nami, great navigator, being able to find the great Rafdale, that will be legendary for the Straw Hats. What do you think about that?
You know, I think it's interesting that that Rafdale hasn't been found yet. You know, at least other than Go Roger was the one who found it first, I guess. But why is it that the other Yonko haven't found it? Like, especially Shanks. You know, how come he doesn't know? Maybe he does know, but how come he hasn't taken advantage of the One Piece? You know, for himself. Or what about Buggy? You know, you said Buggy would have knowledge of it. But even the Navy, like, they've already developed technology for their ships to cross the calm belt, so they can easily just go like look for it all over the calm belt in that last section or in that last area if they wanted to. So I'd assume that there's something that's either preventing them from being able to find the Raftel Island, naturally, or perhaps the Yonkos are protecting certain parts of it where they can't just, cross borders, or maybe there's something more to it. Maybe Raftel's not just an island. Maybe it's somewhere in I don't know, maybe a different dimension kind of thing, or just not easily accessible unless you know something or you're with someone. Also, I'd like to point out, guys, that the original 5 Straw Hat members, when they sailed to the Grand Line, almost all of them have Haki except for Nami. So we got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, and Nami will be the last one to get Haki. If she does, I think it'd be awesome if she would. It would allow her to become stronger, and build 6 islands would be even better, to be able to locate islands. Not just for Raftel, but for other crazy possibilities. What if there's some islands that aren't on the what was that
planet?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But what is that device they have? The
map.
The little map thing. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I think you guys don't understand what we're talking about. The navigational pole thing they use to search for islands and so on. I think it'd be interesting if Nami could be able to find islands or just have some sort of hot key.
And in addition to Raftel, it could possibly be guarded by Sea Kings. So that may be a reason why you may not be able to find an island. That's just what I'm thinking. Maybe if Nami's able to manipulate the weather like a witch, she can move the water, so maybe Luffy can do his little talking to Sea King thing.
I don't think that she'll have to worry about moving the water. I mean, if it's really surrounded by a bunch of Sea Kings, I think they would be more than happy to show themselves if anybody approached the island. You don't have to be part of that.
Sea Kings are, I can see that Sea Kings are going to play a big role in the future.
Yeah, I think it will play. Definitely, will play a pretty big role in the future, especially with the whole Fishman Island hinting at it. With the Noah, the ship Noah. If you remember that ship. But that's a video for a different day, guys. So tell us what you think. Do you think Nami's going to learn more weather techniques in the near future? Maybe it'd be that weather which we touched on, or possibly just having a rare form of observational Haki where she can actually sense islands. She can locate islands without even being close to them anymore. Or using that little I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. But the little watch thing. I think that Nami will play crucial role, not just for navigating the ship to Raftel, but I think that she will become stronger. Not the strongest, but I think that the original 5 Straw Hat members will definitely get main power-ups, and perhaps the other Straw Hat members will learn other techniques that may not be Haki, but similar to how, like he said earlier, with the character from Just Rosa having their own form of techniques in battle. So yeah, guys, you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Alright, guys, well, just like, comment, and subscribe.